Hi, I'm James Shillinglaw, and I'm here at the Four Seasons New Orleans. Now, this is a property I've wanted to get to for quite some time, ever since they opened more than a year ago, I believe. My daughter actually went to school down here, and I come down here a lot, and we have been here at the bar, but this is the first time to actually meet and greet and see people here. And I'm here with Marcia Lowther, who's the Director of Marketing for Four Seasons New Orleans. And we're going to find out all about this wonderful hotel that now has over a year under its belt, but it's looking great. And you'll find out about that and more on Insider Travel Report. Now, Marcia, first of all, it's great to meet you and great to see you. We're actually in your presidential suite here, having a nice talk, and we're right at the top of this wonderful building, which used to be the World Trade Center, right?
Yes. In fact, well, thanks for being here. We're excited to have you here in our brand new hotel. This was the original World Trade Center in the U.S. We opened in 1968. It was built to be the World Trade Center, and it thrived for many years. It's been an iconic building here in New Orleans, but then it was abandoned for quite a few as well. And we are very honored to be the ones that are breathing new life into this historic building.
And that's what it was abandoned for a long time. I'll tell you a secret, that my first girlfriend from college was from New Orleans, and we went to the top of this building to view the Mississippi when it was open as the World Trade Center. And I want to tell you how long ago that was. But to believe that Four Seasons, someone had the vision to recreate this building as a Four Seasons is amazing. And it really is a gorgeous one. Now, basically, what has changed in the last year? I mean, you've been here now 2 years, I believe. What has changed? You opened it, I guess you were Director of Marketing here. What has changed in the last year for Four Seasons New Orleans?
Well, it's been an amazing journey. Yes, I did open the property. We opened in phases. So when we opened the hotel back last summer, we had one restaurant and almost all of our rooms. Then in the past year, we opened our second restaurant, Chemin à la Mer, which has amazing river views.
It's on the fifth floor, right?
On the fifth floor, in partnership with Chef Donald Link, who's a beloved local chef. We also opened our spa this year in April. And we also opened, you mentioned the top of the building. We have an attraction at the top of the building, a digital museum experience, if you will, called View Orleans.
Oh, so you can just go up there, and can anyone go who's a guest of the hotel? Or
anyone can go. It is actually managed different. It's not managed by Four Seasons, but it's definitely not our building. But guests of the hotel can go up and visit during the day, and we cater there for special events in the evenings.
That's amazing. I didn't realize that. That is totally new, because I have come to the hotel for drinks, and they've got the amazing bar down at the lobby level. But let's talk about that. Let's start with those restaurants. What are the restaurants and F&B outlets that you now have? You mentioned Chemin de Mer, but
yes, we actually have amazing restaurants, really to highlight and the culinary heritage here of New Orleans. Miss River, on our ground level by our lobby, is Lon Shaya's love letter to New Orleans. Right. It's where he's a resident of New Orleans for over 20 years, and that's where he takes new takes on classics like a gumbo or blue crab au gratin and lots of seafood. And he also does our food and beverage for Chandelier Bar, which is really the new social scene of New Orleans. That's where you go to see and be seen and have amazing cocktails and food by Alon Shaya.
Yeah, and in fact, that's the place I have been. I have seen the Chandelier and all that. It's right at the lobby level, and it really is a great place to meet people. And we didn't go to the restaurant, unfortunately, but it was an amazing place. And you still have that. Any other bars or anything?
We do. We have the Purple Grackle Bar, which is how we affectionately know Chemin à la Mer's bar. It's a more intimate space on the fifth floor as well. And weather permitting, when the pool is open for business right now, we know we have a little cold front happening. We have an amazing pool bar as well.
No, that's amazing. I'll have to take a look at all the. Well, hopefully, we've got a chance to walk around finally to see all these wonderful places now. And pretty much everything is open now, right?
Everything is open
Except the pool.
Except for the pool. Today is cold, but whenever it's above 65 degrees, the pool is open.
I think in a couple days we're maybe in 70, so we'll have to see about that.
There you go. It will be open.
Yeah. Now let's talk about the accommodations. Obviously, we're here in the presidential suite. You got me a wonderful executive suite. It's nice. How many keys do you have?
We have 341. Includes 65 suites. So a very nice suite inventory here. 2 presidential suites. So the one that we're in, there's an identical one just below us. And a couple other specialty suites. There are 2 bedrooms overlooking the city and all of the festivities in New Orleans.
Yeah, well, in fact, incredible views of the Mississippi. And the Mississippi are amazing. And it really is a wonderful place to really. And you are not too far away from everything. Let's talk about that location. Where are we? Where is the World Trade Center, for those who might not know, who've been coming to New Orleans for years and said, what is that tall building? And they said, well, it's really nothing right now. And then it's the future Four Seasons, right?
Yes. We are at the foot of Canal Street, which is the main drag, if you will, here in New Orleans. And we're right on the river. As a transplant from South Florida here, it was always interesting to me that the city exists because of the river, and there are not many places where you can see the river, enjoy the river. But we're fixing that, or we have fixed that, and you can see the river from about half, if not more, of our guest rooms, our pool, the Chemin à la Mer, and of course, View Orleans on top of the building. One other thing that's really cool about our location is that we're 2 minutes away from the French Quarter, which you can see from many of our rooms, including this presidential suite. So we're really in the middle of downtown New Orleans, walkable, pretty much everywhere, and direct access to the streetcars.
No, it is right. The streetcars are really going right down below, and it is an amazing place. And a small story, my daughter got married in New Orleans, and we did our second line straight down Canal.
Yes.
So that was amazing. And everybody, whenever, you see it, and once you're in it, it's a little bit different, right?
It's a very special New Orleans thing to do. Every wedding you have to have a second line, and since we've opened, we've done quite a few weddings and quite a few second lines down Canal.
Now let's talk a little bit about the rooms themselves. They are really well appointed. They're beautiful. They're very, very much. It is Four Seasons. It's with it hitting all those standards, right?
Absolutely. They were designed by Bill Rooney's studio out of New York, and we've spared no attention to detail here. The idea on our guest rooms was to give guests a retreat from the hustle and bustle of the city. So when you come into our guest room, you know that they are light in color, very comfortable, huge soak-in tubs, so you can go partake in the festivities of New Orleans and come back, restore, and go back out for more.
Yeah, I know. And boy, you do need to restore after a little time in this city. I know from a fact. I've been here many times. And and talk about that. How do you interact with the community here? I mean, obviously you've got the restaurants that are reflecting a lot of the cuisine, but how else does Four Seasons New Orleans work with the community?
We love the community that we're in, and we like to have a little bit of a microcosm of the community here in the building, representing not only the culinary, but also the art of New Orleans. There we have a fairly large art collection. Okay. And if you see on every guest room, we partner one of the art schools, and we had teenagers do the ironworks that's reflective in every guest room floor. We're very proud of that. Music is also, that's what you come to New Orleans for, Absolutely. Right? We have Brendan Lewis, who's a Grammy-nominated artist who has now become our in-house entertainer. So he's a trumpet player every Thursday at Chandelier Bar, so he's a must-see every Thursday.
I'll be here through Thursday. Well, I'll have to come back and take a look on it Thursday. I think that's 2 days from now, so that's going to be incredible. I didn't see him last time, but yeah, it's great that you have live music in the hotel.
Yes, and we are also looking to bring back our jazz brunches in Miss River. So soon to come here in 2023, weekend jazz brunch is coming back to Miss River.
Yeah, that's great. Now, anything else? We go out to about 110,000 travel advisors who are going to book this hotel for their clients, and this is one of the most elegant and most luxurious hotels in the city right now, in a city that actually is getting a lot of new hotel product, which is great, but nobody has quite hit the Four Seasons level quite yet. There are Ritzes and there are other things here, but this is brand new. So what else can you tell those travel advisors about what to tell their clients about how to really have a great time at this hotel?
Well, book early. Mardi Gras is promising to be a very busy
and then after that Jazz Fest.
And after that Jazz Fest, we're expecting to have a very successful, very busy Mardi Gras and Jazz Fest this year. And also letting us curate some special experiences for you. Our concierge team, for example, will privatize a streetcar.
A whole streetcar, really?
A whole streetcar can be made private for you through our concierge team. And we'll put a band in there. We'll put decor in there. We've had people proposing. We've had family reunions. And just people looking to have a private good time down St. Charles. So allow us to curate some special experiences that you can't get anywhere else.
No, that's amazing because I know that they do kind of buses and Mardi Gras, and I've sat on a second level of a bus and thrown beads at people and pretended it was Mardi Gras even if it wasn't. Yeah. But to actually have a whole streetcar, that's something special.
That's very special, and we'll concierge. All you need to know is when are you coming, and we'll arrange it for you. We'll take care of all of the details.
Now, anything else you can tell us about the Four Seasons New Orleans right now? It sounds like everything's up and running. Everything's, after a year now, all the restaurants, the new restaurant, all the rooms are great, and you have these other new experiences. Anything else you can think of?
Well, we also have a fantastic spa. So not only does the room offer a retreat for you to restore, you can come to our spa. We have a partnership with Biologique Recherche, the only one in the region, and we will get you ready for, recover from a night out and get you ready for another one.
So it's not just the bath in the room. You can actually go to the spa and get that done too. So, and hopefully I won't need it tonight, but we'll see. I haven't quite figured out what we're doing tonight, but I know one thing is we're going to go try out your new restaurant, the Chemin de Mer, which sounds amazing. We're going to give it a shot, and I'm really looking forward to it because before we thought about going to the other one, and we have been to the Chandelier Bar. So this is going to be an experience, and just being here finally and experiencing this wonderful hotel, which is really the tops here in New Orleans at the moment. Again, it's been great to meet you. Where can travel advisors go to find out more about Four Seasons New Orleans?
fourseasons.com/New Orleans.
That's an easy one. Okay, so go take a look at that, or call Marcia up and find out what's going on here, and you'll see New Orleans from a different perspective here at what was the former World Trade Center and is now the brand new Four Seasons New Orleans. I'm James Shillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel Report.